Coucou les puces, hello my loves, Marhaba habibetey. If you can see by the title, we're going to talk about Limecrime today. I'm going to do lip swatches, and I was just going to leave this video as saying I'm going to do lip swatches. If you guys are into that and you want to see them and you are thinking about looking at lip swatches in general, or you're interested about these particular ones, then hang on tight and watch, and if not, peace out, I'll see you tomorrow. I've been getting some really nasty pointed personal comments though when it comes to Limecrime, and so I'm going to take a minute here to address it. I will leave a timestamp down in the description box of when the swatches start in case you're really just here to see swatches and that's all you want to watch. I'll put that timestamp down there and you can go and watch there. So here's a disclaimer. There is a lot of noise around this brand, specifically around things that came out and happened last year. There's two main controversies. The first is with some fraud that happened on their website and the way that that was all handled. And the second is with the owner herself and some of her ethical or non-ethical behaviors. When it comes to the question of the fraud, so I was actually a victim of that credit card fraud. I had bought, I think, the Venus palette or something, and then a couple months later, like almost $600 was taken out of my bank account. You know, people had bought stuff on various sites, and I didn't realize what had happened, and then when that all came out, I realized the two were connected. So after I thought about it for a long time and decided whether or not I would repurchase from the brand, I knew that if I were at any point to repurchase from the brand, I would either use PayPal if I was doing it online because it's a more secure transaction than credit card, or I would do something like this where at IMATS I could just pay cash and there would be no credit card information transmitted back and forth. And that was a decision that I made. The second is in terms of her unethical behavior, things that she's done, whatever. I don't agree with a lot of the things that she's done. I don't. And it's not like I'm like, woohoo, Limecrime all the time, that's all I'm gonna buy. But these were lipsticks that I found really beautiful and that I really wanted to try out. And I, as an adult human being, have earned the right to spend my money however I so choose. And if something brings me happiness, then I'm going to put stuff towards that. To come after me in a very hurtful and very personal and very pointed manner is unfair, and it's not something I will stand for. To come after my friends in a very personal, very hateful manner is also not something I'm going to stand for. So if you are here just to say something nasty, don't waste your time. I will be deleting that comment. Because there's no room for that. I think one of the things that drives me crazy is some of the people that bash the hatred or the negative behavior or the negative attitudes that this brand quote unquote promotes. Some of the people that are advocating the loudest for that are ones that themselves are spreading such nastiness and ugliness and negativity. And come on guys, like we can all be adults, we can all be mature, we can all respect each other's decisions. And I'm not here pushing the brand on you, nor am I here telling you not to buy from the brand. All I'm here to do is do what I do, what I love to do on this platform, which is say, you guys, I bought some lipsticks, they make me happy, let's chat about them. It's also, I have all 7, so it's also one of those things where if you were considering it, here, watch, look at some swatches, decide which you may want, you may not want, you may decide you want more than you want, less than you want, all that kind of good stuff. So, I'm not here pro or anti anything. I am here telling you guys that here are some lipsticks, let's chat about it. If we can be mature and like hang out and talk about lipstick, then let's do it, and if not, this video is not for you. We can touch base tomorrow. And if me buying from this brand means that it says to you something about my character that you don't jive with, that's the beauty of YouTube. There's a bunch of different channels and you don't have to subscribe to me, watch my videos, whatever. I'm cool. I'm really good. I will respect your decision to peace out just like I expect you guys to respect my decision for being here and talking about these lipsticks. Cool? Okay, that was a really long intro. I just had to get that off my chest and moving forward. So I'm not going to address any kind of hate, any kind of whatever. We're just going to talk about lipstick swatches, shall we? Okay, cool. So I picked up all 7 shades because I thought they were going to be a cool finish and there were some interesting colors. I think I know I like some more than others because I've worn all of them. So let me zoom you in, show you swatches and all that kind of good stuff, and we will go from there. Okay, so let's talk packaging just for a quick minute. So they come in these boxes right here with that, it's kind of almost a rubberized kind of feel to it, and then it's got Limecrime and then Perlees on the side, and then it's that lilac color inside. And that packaging is reflected again on the lipstick bullet, or the lipstick tube, and it says, if I can line it up properly, Limecrime on that side. And then you have the color with the color itself, like the name and the color on the bottom. So this is the one on my lips, and it's in Mirage. It's probably the lightest of the shades. It is the lightest of the shades. And it's got like a little bit of a golden silver pearlized finish to it. Like I said, it's what's on my lips today. And yeah, it's a little bit light on its own for me. I've been using it more as a topper with something else. But yeah, I just thought I'd show it to you. That's a lot of rambling. You guys know how excited I get during lipstick swatches. So that is the first one. This bad boy is Gemma. That's the hand swatch right there. This was actually what inspired the whole foray back into looking at Limecrime, looking at these lipsticks, was I saw swatches of this online and I was like, oh my gosh, it's called Gemma. Gemma Teller. While this is not a color I think Gemma Teller would necessarily wear, it has that kind of badass rock star. I don't want to give too much away in case you haven't finished watching the season, but like when I love Gemma, like with all my heart, this is the kind of like, it's inspired by her kind of badassery. I love it. It's that kind of taupey brownie color that I really enjoy. It's one of the ones that has the most of that pearlized finish. Some of them have more of a pearlized finish than others, and this is one of them. I love it. Not everyone loves a good frosty lipstick, but oh, I love it. And on days when I want to tone it down, I can just like put a matte lip liner with it, and it's great. So, like I said 18 times, this one is Gemma. So this bad boy is Asphalt. If you watched our hauls, you know that Noelle calls it something else, and if you haven't watched it, I will link it down below. It's a really lovely gray color. It's pulling a little bit more blue with my veil, but it is more of a dark gray color, I would say. Slightly less pearlized than Gemma, but still a little bit of that sheen to it. So yeah, that one's Asphalt. So this is Penny. Which I think is slightly, in my opinion, slightly more orange than a true like copper penny. We discontinued pennies here in Canada. It makes me kind of sad. But it is a really beautiful color. I've worn it usually with like some warm peachy blush and something warm on the eyes as well. I feel like I'm a little bit washed out, so hopefully that's not the case when I go back to edit. But yeah, that's this one, which is Penny. And this one is definitely nice and pearlized as well. And quite dark. I wasn't expecting it to be this dark. So that is that. So this guy is Third Eye. I should show you the actual lipstick. I thought this one was going to be my favorite, but I'm kind of a tiny bit underwhelmed with it. Noelle, you're probably going to love it. It's got that nice hooker lips quality to it. If you guys don't know the story, it's a long rambly story. We can talk about it some other time. So yeah, it has a like almost a blue shift to it. It's slightly more fuchsia, I think, than I was thinking. So it is pretty, but different than what I was thinking it would be. So that one is Third Eye. Got two more. My lip lines, as usual, are getting super wonky by the end of this video. So this is Lady. This is one I think they came out for on Valentine's Day. It's a really, really lovely coral pinky color. It's got a nice gold pearlized finish running through it. So this is a color that I like, but I hardly ever find one that I feel like really suits me. And I kind of like the gold shift in it. The more I wear it, the more I fall in love with it. And so I don't know, I'm just enjoying wearing this color. It makes me feel like spring and warm and all those kinds of good things. So yeah, that one is Lady. I got one more for you. It's a blue. I'll be right back. Okay, and this last one, it's in Denim. So it's not actually a blue that I own. I love blue lipstick, but I don't have anything quite in this shade. So yeah, I quite enjoy it. What I forgot to say, Lady, which is the last one I swatched, is the only one in the bunch that stains my lips a little bit. They all, because they're quite matte, they're not liquid lipsticks, right? So they're not going to stay all day long, but they do kind of wear down and cause a little bit of a stain. So they will stay on your lips. Something like Asphalt, because it's such a distinctive gray, or this one in Denim, they do wear more than the rest, so you definitely would have to reapply. but something like Penny or Third Eye, Gemma, Mirage, all of those ones wear away pretty gently, so you can get away with kind of having an almost stain-like effect, right, because they're more neutral colors, but lady full-on stains on my lips. Like if I haven't gone with an oil cleanser and removed it vigorously enough, I do actually wake up with a stain the next day. So yeah, that is my thoughts on this. Thank you for those of you that watched and were respectful. Whether or not Limecrime is your bag, I really, really appreciate that. And yeah, let me know if you guys were here just to look at some lip swatches, if you were considering buying any, and this helps you sort of narrow down your choices. A lot of these surprised me not being quite the same color I thought they were, so let me know if that too, if you had your eye on one and the swatches were like, maybe that's not quite the color I was thinking, and all that kind of good stuff. But thank you guys for hanging out and for being the awesome, understanding, respectful people that I love you for. And at the end of the day, let's remember that it's just lipstick and there are bigger things in the world that are going to weigh on our hearts, so let's leave some levity to some things. Okay, cool. I'm going to stop. I rambled enough. Let's do some points of positivity and I will be done. My first point of positivity is a great trip planned to go see a friend of mine on her birthday, so I'm really excited to go do that. That happens tomorrow, so I'm really excited. My second point of positivity is wearing my Fresh Life perfume. So I did a set story time on this guy, but I've been wearing it for the last couple days and it's been making me really happy. That's my second. And then my third point of positivity is rewatching some Gilmore Girls. It just, it's nostalgic, it's familiar, it makes me really happy. So that is it for me today. As always, please let me know it's making you guys smile. I'm going to go wash all this makeup off and get some rest. Before I do that, as always, let me remind you that life is just way too short, you guys, to wear boring lipstick. Bye, guys.